I wish I could cut that memory out of my head with a pair of scissors. Speaking of scissors,
no.
Perfect
Brutus
transition.
the Barber Beefcake.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake made an appearance in the next match where he buried the talent using the weakest elbow drop in the fucking world.
Oh my God.
Scissor me, daddy!
Yeah.
Oh, scissor me, daddy! Oh, scissor me, daddy!
The most inappropriate use of that voice ever. And it
might not give you enough attention.
I 100% heard that. Yeah.
That chant got over very well.
Set this next match up because, God damn it, I love this thing.
The AEW Tag Team Champions Swerve in Our Glory versus the Acclaimed. Yo, listen. Accompanied by Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. And the crowd really love the Acclaimed. And they really like the fact that they're accompanied by Billy Gunn.
Holy shit, man.
There were so many variations on the daddy ass chants in the crowd.
One I would like to point out that I think might be underappreciated, but I loved, which is Swerve's whose house? Swerve's house. The crowd yelling, whose ass? Daddy's ass. It was so wildly inappropriate. But the "Oh Scissor Me Daddy" chant, oh my God, I almost lost it. It was one of the coolest fucking things I've ever been a part of.
It was. I tried to keep my Gilbert under control during this.
It was so funny though. Again, there could not be a more inappropriate time for that voice to be out. And it was so funny. So fucking funny.
Oh, God.
Guys, I wish I could give you a sincere play-by-play of everything that happened in this match. But it's all such a blur to me.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say I wasn't up and down. That's not true. I was up, slightly lower, and then up, and then slightly lower, and then up. I turned Spinal Tap guy. I turned it up to 11 the whole time.
This crowd turned Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland heel, motherfucker. They did not want the champs to retain. Every time the champs were on top, they hated that.
And keep in mind, these are two babyface teams. So Keith Lee tries to do the babyface thing and give a little hand slap to Anthony Bowens, does go for the scissor, and Anthony Bowens does not scissor Keith Lee. And then there started a "you can't scissor." And then Billy Gunn got up on the apron, Max Cash got up on the other side, and they did a triple scissor, and the crowd fucking exploded.
Yeah, man.
Going into the predictions, I had said that Keith Lee and Swerve needed to win this. And I was completely wrong. As I was kind of bantering during the show, I've been a part of matches where someone else is clearly more over than the intended winner. So news gets to us in the ring that someone else is going over on someone else. And then we'll figure out the finish. We'll get you there. Even if it's just for the pop for the night, we will get you there. And then we'll retcon it later if we have to. And I alluded to that there was a falsie in the trios match where the building was as close to exploding as possible, barring one thing. if the Acclaim would have won the titles on Sunday night, it would have been the loudest pop of the night.
Oh yeah,
no question. I think there were even still some chants and pops within the match itself that were louder than anything CM Punk got, and in turn the rest of the night. But if they would have won, it would have been one of those unforgettable crowd reactions that would be played on countdowns years from now. It was that electric, guys. It was insane.
Faux show. It was fucking incredible. And like I said that the crowd turned them heel. It didn't happen immediately. There was a going in the beginning where they were like playing back and forth, and Keith Lee would have like oh, I appreciate that. And then the crowd appreciated that. But it was really when Swerve got in, when that shit got knocked off. And it plays into this idea that there was some dissension between Swerve and Keith Lee. And there were a couple times when Swerve and Keith kind of fucking hit each other accidentally, whatever. And so they really played in that, as I said in the thing, Acclaimed were working together, and they were working, man. Like, they were so good. They were so fucking good. They were hitting and going and really fucking on fire. And Keith and Swerve really seemed like they were knocking back and forth and not working well together. But finally, after so many good near falls, there was so many good near falls in this fucking match. I swear to God, there was one where it was like 2.9 seconds.
Oh my God, you could hear I can't believe I'm going to say this. You could hear the pre-cum. I can't believe I said that. But we were waiting for the real thing. But man, we were there.
You could feel the secretion. The puckering was immense.
And as you said about how good it was, because I very candidly said when we were sitting down about, like, guys, they're talented, but can you name a single Acclaim match like that you were like, oh yeah, I would, that's one I could point to and go, man, that was a great match by the Acclaimed? And none of us could. And I'll be fucking damned if we can't point to an Acclaimed match now. They worked their asses off, both in the ring with the crowd. Guys, it was one of the, if not the highlight of the weekend for me. It was just missing that. It was missing the finish.
Yeah, it should have been them. It should have been them 100%. And at the end, when they tried to have this thing where Keith Lee was like, it's respect. The crowd was not into it. They're like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. And Swerve didn't do it. And it's just like, no, the crowd was just like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. The Acclaim should have won. That was the moment. And now they'll never get it back. They'll never get it back.
And I had also talked about before on the predictions that there's no reason to believe they can't continue to get more over. But being in the building that night with a city like Chicago, a Chicago crowd, that was the moment. They're never going to get it back. And I think if they make the most out of it in the future, it's still not going to be as good as the moment would have been.
Yeah, that was it. And now, I don't know where they go from here. No. If they eventually do a split with Billy Gunn, and I don't know, but
yeah, I would like to say though, like, this wasn't one of those matches where the ending was so deflating that it took away from the whole match for me.
No. I would still rewatch this match again. As soon as AEW has a streaming service, I'm watching this fucking match.
It was an unfavorable finish, but the match itself again, and my mom did order it and she recorded it. So I'm over the next week, 2-3 weeks, I'm gonna try and because that's the only match I want to watch, and see how the crowd came across. If we came as loud as it was to us,
if you can hear my Gilbert amongst the crowd.
Oh, dude, I would fucking lose my mind if you just hear in unison, but then you hear like an off crack and like, what the fuck is that? Is that the voice from Aladdin? You guys hear that?
I wanted to watch the Impact taping so bad to see if you could hear. But I could not get the Access Roku app does not have live TV, so I couldn't.
I didn't know that this was a staple of yours, that this was something that you could even do. And so I was not able to appreciate it at Impact. I just remember hearing it while I was talking with Joey, and then finally I was like, what are you doing? What is happening over there? And why is it so grating? And then, it's a Gilbert Godfrey press. That makes sense. Yeah. And now I'm full steam ahead on this fucking thing. I love it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad, because when you said you hated every moment of it, I was like, oh, Jesus. Oh.
I didn't even know what it was. I was just like, something is screw driving into my brain, and I don't know what it is. But what are you doing over there? And it makes complete sense now. And man, if we could have had a title win with the soundtrack being in Gilbert Gottfried chanting along.
Hey, if you ever run a show and you want Gilbert Gottfried to be one of the commentators.
It's seriously that. I mean, it would have been one of the... I've been to a lot of wrestling, live wrestling. I was at Chicago when CM Punk won at Money in the Bank against John Cena.
What? You were there?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I was there.
Were you going to riot? Were you going to riot if he lost?
I was not, but man, I was ready to be real sad. I was at Chris Jericho's debut in WWE. I was at Brett vs. Owen in '94 in the cage.
Damn.
Yeah. I've been to a lot of cool things and a lot of great moments in live wrestling. And this would have been right at the top, man. Right at the top.
Damn.